Hello and welcome. My name is Matthew here with Crescentvale doing a self-graded card review of a 1998-1999 SkyBox, Molten Metal, Supernatural, Michael Jordan. We've done this two times before. Each of them got 9s. This one, after doing some photos, haven't cross-referenced it with Grok yet, but have cross-referenced it a lot before. This card's probably leaning towards an 8. Giving you just the heads up right away. I almost should do that probably at the beginning of the video. Just be like, boom, now you know what's going on. Anyways, you've seen this before. It's actually a really hot card. Like, check it out. These molten metals, not just the Jordans, other molten metals too. The Kobe right now is catching fire. But I have a copy of a 9. So I know a 9 when I see one. Sadly, the card that I'm grading today is not a 9. It has corner issues. Surface issues not as bad, and edges a little bit at the top on the back, not that bad. Centering, pretty good. We can kind of also use the space between this logo anchor point from the top to the left. Anchor points at the bottom. I think that the centering is pretty on par. Possibly more room on the bottom compared to top, but whenever we get to the back anchor point, we'll see if that helps or doesn't. But anyways, I'm thinking this is an 8. Let's do a quick disclaimer. Disclaimer is where the grades that we give in these videos, not just this video, all videos, all grades, we just now broke 200 cards. The grades that we provide are not guaranteed to cross over to other grading companies. I can't say that for sure this will grade out at this company at this grade. What I can say is that's my best way of assessing the condition of the card. So that's really why I do this. It's kind of just assessing the condition. But I also can't say that it's going to increase or decrease the monetary value of the card. What I can say is this is the best way for me to rate the condition. Yeah, so 200 have been graded so far, and if I haven't looked at the exact number of what we've sold out of that. It's probably over half that have been sold, and this is just this year. We've done 200 of these grades, and more than half, I'd say like close to 67% have been sold. And sometimes I'll sell them, like right now we have an eBay auction going on, and we have eBay auctions going on usually almost every weekend that end on a Friday or Saturday, so check us out. But you get deals that way. So check us out on eBay. Like there could be some deals that just end on a Friday or Saturday night. Jordan card that's been graded. And I'm just moving inventory. So this one, let's just go ahead and get into the grades. The corners are probably what I almost consider the biggest. You can see that bottom right a little bit. Has a little bit of definitely like widening, just like a little bit of rounding too, a little bit of just imperfection. I thought I was looking at this top left. It's not bad. That's weird. It's like it's the net whenever I'm looking at this corner, because I look at this corner quite a bit for this card. And it looks pretty clean. So that's like a 9 corner there. This corner is probably closer to like an 8.5. This is like a 6.5. So between an 8.5 and 6.5 is 7.5, and a 9, that's an 8.5. 7.5 to an 8.5 is an 8. 8.5, let's look on the back. Right now we're in between an 8 and an 8.5 for our corners when we average them all out. So that down there is going to go down to a 6.5. So let's just say 8.5 to 6.5, 7.5. That one's closer to like a 7.5 corner. So in between 7.5 and 8. That one's pretty beat up, so we're going to go down to a 7 for corners. Corner again is pretty beat up, so 6.5 on the corners is where I'm going to land. And let's just, like, real quick, when I say 6.5 subgrade on the corners, so like you can kind of see here the sharpness, the quality, if there's whitening, if there's any kind of... So this is what a 9 gets in corners. And there's like a little bit of whitening there, right? It's not that much, though. So yeah, a little bit of whitening there. So yeah, you could have even, like, if you had a subgrade for this card, it could be closer to like an 8, 8.5 for corners. Ours is like a 6.5 to 7, and I'm just trying to determine if it's a 6.5 or 7. I think since it is considerable wear, let's go ahead and put a 6.5 on corners. corner 6, 5. Centering. So yeah, you can see that 9 centering. We talked about the space top to bottom being a little bit less, I think, at the top. So now I want to take a look at this area. Oh, that's nice. So it's somewhere probably got 8.5, I think, on centering for this card is where I'm going to land. Let's see that room to the left or right. Let's see if we can see if there's an exact spacing. See, that's what's tough about this card is that logo. You could say from the 9 moving over to the right of the border and then try to like say the it's a copyright. Trying to get this without. It's a copyright sign. You would know what that is. And there's like amount of space between that and the left edge. So is that pretty? It is pretty. So I'm going to go, did I say centering yet? I'm going to go 8.5. It could be a 9 too for the centering. It's tough because I don't get a subgrade on my 8.5 centering, I think, is good. It could go to a 9 for centering, but again, I don't know the exact subgrades, and I also, it's tough with my anchor points. Anyways, edges are kind of, has some, definitely like wear on some of them. Like this looks like a strong edge from this side, but when you go over here and you kind of take a little bit closer look, you see a little bit of wear. I wouldn't say like a dramatic lot, but like that top back, pretty good amount. A little bit there. Not much on the bottom. See a little print line on the back there. For edges, we're going to go 8. Edges, 8. So right now we're between a 6.5 and an 8.5 would be a 7.5. And then we're in between a 7.5 and an 8. Surface. Like I said, like I see a small print line right there underneath the letters. There's also for surface, this could be where the light hits it right now. Also some other possible print lines. So a little bit of imperfections on the back. The surface is really clean. A little bit of print lines there. So probably going to go like with an 8 on surface. So we have 2 8s and a 7.5, so it ends up with an 8. So yeah, that's what I was kind of leaning towards for the card itself. But so yeah, the subgrades real quick were centering 8.5, and it could have even moved to a 9, but we landed on an 8.5 for centering. Edges got an 8, corners got a 6.5, and surface got an 8. And yeah, that hits about right for me. This is the 3rd time we've graded it. First 2 got 9s. This one got an 8. It's okay. Like, you know, the condition of the card's gonna, you know, vary. But if you have good quality, it's a better quality than this card, if you have copies of this card, just hold it. Like, I'm gonna put this on eBay, but deep down, like I have that other copy of the 9 I'm holding. It's gonna keep going up in value. So some cards, like, just hold it, keep going up in value. I'm confident this card will keep going up in value. Like, if the overall stock market, the overall economy does take a dip, then would sports cards? Most likely, yes. Would Jordan cards and other sports cards also take a slight dip? Most likely. So I just want my buyers and my I don't want to invest in this. Is not investing advice. Investing advice. I don't ever want people to think that. I want people to be like, come up with their own conclusions, come up with their own decisions on how they want to spend their money. I want to basically give, hey, here's the historical, every kind of commodity has ebbs and flows, ups and downs. So I just want my people that watch the videos to be aware things don't always go up. When I say like long term, like you could hold this card if you want to hold it 5 or 10 years, it's going to really like be a longer hold is how I look at this. You could sell it, put it on eBay and see if somebody wants it in, the more near future. But the card is really hot. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch. We're actually going to have a couple more molten metal cards coming up here next. I'll show them off. I guess you can just watch on the YouTube channel.